respectfully invite the Governor of River State, His Excellency Nyesom, Mr. Wike, Commander of the Order of the Niger, Knights of the South River State, our fourth officer.
Your Excellency, our dear brother and friend, and our in-law, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, the Honorable Speaker of the State Assembly, the single senators that are here, particularly the senator of the entourage of our special guest of honor, Senator Abola, and members of the governor's entourage, the former Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Right Honorable Jibrin, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Governing Council of River State University, the Vice Chancellor and members of the management team of the River State University, the Chairman of our party, our dear leaders of the state, Deputy Speaker, State House of Assembly, who is from this local government, right over Edison Ehe, the Chairman of Ahuda East local government and the Chairman of Ahuda West local government that are here, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the Chairman of the River State Traditional Laws Council and members of the council, and particularly the Ezekwe Lobo and members of your council that are here. Ebean Mekano. Ebean Mekano. Oh, cho. As special guest of honor, let me sincerely thank you again for honoring us today. You were with us yesterday when we commissioned the campus of the university at Emowa, and you flagged off the staff quarters. Today, you are in Ahuda to commission the Ahuda campus, which is where the Faculty of Humanities is sited, and again to flag off the staff quarters. Sincerely, I don't know how to thank you, but again, I don't need to thank you because you are doing it for yourself. You married from River State, so anything you do here, it is for your own interest and for the interest of your children, because at the end of the day, those of us who are literary people will say, mother is supreme, nigga. So your children will still find a way and come back. So whatever you have done, you have to do for yourself. So let me take away the appreciating you, but I'm appreciating because you appreciate your family. So I most sincerely thank you for that. Of course, I don't expect less. Anybody who knows you, you're a man of taste, you're a man who knows what to do, who likes to do the right thing for the people. If you go to Oyo today, the difference is clear. If it is not Coca-Cola, it's not Coca-Cola. You've done quite well, just in your first tenure. And you have been a very dogged fighter who believes in right thing to be done. It's not many first-time governors that can do what you are doing. So many first-time governors, you see them running away to stand for the truth, to stand firm, because of fear that they may not get their second time. But anybody who works his salt, who will not bother, after the day you were born, your mother never told you that you'll be governor. If she told you you'll be governor, she didn't tell you the second time governor. So at every point in time, you appreciate and thank God for what God has done for you. And one thing you must also do in life, and when God has done good for you, you must be able to say, God, I thank you. How do you thank God? If I saying the truth, if I'm standing by the truth, I've been firm in decision making, and that is what you have always done, and that's what you have stood for. And that's why we continue to be friends and brothers and in-laws, no matter what anybody will do. I most sincerely thank you. I want to start from what the Vice Chancellor said. You know, I have always said, preachers, practice what you preach. The Vice Chancellor talked about the cross compensation. I told the Pro-Chancellor, what has happened? The Pro-Chancellor was a former Chief Judge, one of the best practicing lawyers before he became a judge, and then to be a Chief Judge. The Vice Chancellor is an advocate of law, that the rule of law must be respected at all times. What has happened today? What about the maxim? Quick plantator, solo sedit. He who owns the land owns whatever is on this land. How have we forgotten? This land is government land. This land is government land. Nobody has planted crop. Government planted crop here. Nobody has built any structure. Government built that structure. You know, we must bring discipline to our area. People must understand. You cannot go to government property and behave anyhow you like, thinking tomorrow government will come and pay you money for illegality. And that is the problem we have in this country today. And I will not be a part of that. I will not support that. You cannot build in my land, as I should compensate you in my land. I won't do it. If you don't want the university, come, bring it down, let's go. Take it to another community. We can't continue with this illegality. We cannot continue. That's why Nigeria is not moving forward. I'm not here to be for a Christmas. I'm here to do the right thing. Look at what they did in Western Ahuda. Look at the school there. They took over the land, went and built houses, and we are trying to put the school back. And then you are telling me now to go to Western Ahuda, all those who built in government land, to pay the compensation. I will not do that. I won't. I will not. I mean, we can't continue in this. This is how the country is dying and dying and dying. We can't continue. You are my in-laws. In-law know this area. No in-law here. If you don't want to be my in-law, no problem. In-law no reach here. People shouldn't be doing the wrong thing and believe that we should compensate them. I will not do that. So, what we have done is to make sure that we decentralize the campuses of the university so that to also get some kind of development in these other areas. And by this university, this campus here, you will see how here will be. Look at the road. Look at that dualization of that road. By Jonas Vega. By the time that road is finished, then you will see what Ahuda will look like. You see, people must appreciate good things. This is Ahuda ought to be, is one of those old divisions. Ordinarily, if I've had government, I would have shouldn't be like this by now. I would have gone beyond this level. But God's time is the best. And we'll do all we can. By October ending, we are coming here to commission this to our last road, which was flagged up by our own son, Chibudome Uche. I thank God he is still with us. He has not run away back to Abuja. I thank God. He's firm. You see, look, when you eat food and you're not satisfied, it is not those that are hanging in your teeth that you pick, and then you think that when you swallow it will satisfy you. It's not possible. It's not possible. I will give the special guest of honor the opportunity, but before I go and sit down, let me tell you, see, that's why I say, you know, some of you don't know what is happening in the country. You are being deceived. They tell you, oh, Wike is causing problem. Wike is not causing problem. Wike is bringing peace to the country. Wike is advocating for justice. Wike is advocating for equity. And Wike is advocating for fairness. Those of you who do not understand how party functions, let me just use these few seconds and educate you. So that most of you don't understand. You think we are finished with presidential primaries. It's over, is over. So when people say you want to destroy the party because you didn't win primary, I think they are sick. They have some mental problem. We are done with presidential primary. It's over, is over. But the issue, and you know what annoys me? In Nigeria, all of us will forget. You know, there's one empty barrel. One man they call Atiku Abubakar, who will come out on national television to say somebody destroying the party because he didn't get the presidential primary. That's an insult. This is the same man who came out on television and said that the governors from the north agreed to fail Jonathan in 2015 because they felt that it was a turn for the north. The same man said, look, we agreed. Ali Babangida agreed, he said so, that they decided to fail, to make sure PDP lost that election because they felt that it was their own turn to produce the president. That was what he said. It's not correct. All of you are forgetting. You know, that's why sometimes it's like this television, I think we have to be playing it, people will be hearing. That is a man who is saying today that I'm trying to destroy the party because I didn't win primary. For Christ's sake. For Christ's sake. In a contest, there must be a winner. There must be a loser. You know, I have no regret. We contested the election very well. And we were not ashamed. If Muhammad Ali knew that he was important and strong, he should have come and pick from. Let us deal with him. But in any case, this was a governor. As a serving governor, he couldn't win senatorial election. Sitting after, you can imagine me now contesting as Senate. I go and lose the election. Then you know something fundamentally is wrong with me. That means my people don't like me. That means I have never performed serving as a governor. And then I'm losing senatorial election. That is a vote of no confidence. Governor, bye-bye. You know, do well. We will not allow you to go to Senate. And he does not understand that. And that's a man PDP is bringing out on television to campaign for PDP. Ask him when he was governor, what were his legacy projects? How many people from this country came to commission his project? Ask him. So, if you are campaigning, come on, those wrestlers, forget about this, Yayere Suwa, I don't feel to you, or give her money. Forget that one now. So, yes, I would have people, forget about this, and I kick Lego, not the kick boss today. So, you know, you should ask, if I'm coming today to campaign for my party or any party, people will ask me, you that is campaign itself, what have you done in your state as a governor? Or what did you do when you were a governor? Ask Aliyu Babangida. Show me your report card. When you were governor of Niger State, I've been to Niger State. And I asked people, when this man was governor, show me one thing. Tanga, nothing. So that is the man that will come out on national television to tell Nigerians who to vote for. You, when they gave you opportunity, what did you do? How can you now recommend us to who will vote for when you could not perform? But that is not even the issue. Today, I told Nigerians before, at the appropriate time, I was going to speak. But now that things are coming, let me be revealing small to you people. So that you people will know the kind of country we are in. So that you know the kind of country we are in. And you know how to see yourself. Are you part of this country? You will now begin to know and ask yourself question. Am I part of this country? We are talking about Ayu said if the presidential candidate comes from the north, that he will resign by the convention of our party, that the candidate of our party, the chairman of our party, will come from the south. When the North Central met in the house of Governor Balab Muhammad, Governor Bauchi State, he said so there. When he made the caucus of the Senate, he told them that. Now, when we finish our convention on a Saturday to Sunday, the candidate of the party came to see me in my house in Abuja on Monday, around 10:30 a.m. And that's what I don't like in this country. The candidate told me, I said, listen, I want us to work together. And then he said, look, Ayu must go. I said, why? He said, because when a candidate comes from the north, the chairman will come from the south. And I'm saying, implement what you told me. What offense have I committed? What offense have I committed? And people are just, wicked. It is nothing to do with wicked. It has to do with integrity. If this is what you told me, I challenge the presidential candidate to deny this. If you deny this, I go further to say so many things to Nigeria. Because enough is enough. We can't continue this way. They have today told the BOT chairman to resign. Who is talking about chairman of BOT? What is the role of the BOT? BOT is an advisory body. We have never zoned BOT. BOT is an advisory body. BOT is not a decision-making body. Those who run, as it is today, is the presidential candidate or president and chairman of the party. The chairman of the party and the candidate or president, as the case may be, are those who will sit down and take decision. The candidate is from the north. The chairman is from the north. Who will represent the south in decision making? It's not about me. They are talking about bringing propaganda. Will I be chairman of a party? All I'm asking for, you have taken the president. We have agreed, yes. You can't take the two major positions of a party. You cannot do that. And some psychopaths do not understand. All they're interested is going to run out after them, put me in the campaign council. Look at. Put me in campaign council. Put me here. We're talking about serious. It's not about wicked. I ran for the presidential party. Yes, it's over. But fulfill what you have said. If this thing happens this way, I will give up. Now it has happened that way. You're not telling me you have a fourth-term tenure, position. So when you win, what will happen? And nobody wants to think about it. Everybody said, why is Wike making trouble? What is the trouble for Wike? Am I the one who made promise? No. I never made promise. Chairman, you made promise that when this thing happens, you will do this. Honor it. We should forget about greed. What has killed Nigeria are leaders who cannot keep to their integrity, who cannot honor what they have told people. But it's what about the problem? Look at the insult. You have told the BOT chairman to resign. So you know, you're not agreeing with us. that these things cannot be in one place. But what we are saying, the position we are talking about, which all of us agree, is the chairman of the party. It's not about BOT. One ex-general went to see the BOT chairman, and the candidate went to see him, say, look, resign. We'll give adversary. What is adversary? When the BOT position already is adversary. What adversary position are you going to give him? That is to insult us. And all of us are here. Our people are there. Not knowing what is happening. You think it is wicked? It is you. It's your children. How can we be here? The chairman and the president candidate or the president will meet. They take a decision. Nobody presents us. Just wait. Pray. Let them with them, you will see. Just watch. Why are they being so arrogant? Why are they being so arrogant? I can tell you, they're arrogant because they believe somebody in the presidency is backing them. But what they don't understand, the same person in the presidency backed somebody as APC presidential aspirant and the person failed. I will tell Nigerians the appropriate time. Who is that person in the presidency that's backing them that have been arrogant? You can't be arrogant to us. You can't. You can't be arrogant to what I have. You can be arrogant to what you have. But this one we have, you cannot. So, you people should be careful. The way they tell you concoct stories, slant stories. They're not correct. Every day, wicked. What is Wike going to do now? Is Wike going to be chairman of the party? Will I be chairman of the party? What Wike is saying, keep to the agreement. Agreement is agreement. Agreement is agreement. If now you cannot keep agreement, what will happen then? I will continue to fight this fight. This injustice is enough. We cannot continue to swallow this. We are not looking for anything from anybody. We are not. To the glory of God. We thank God where we are. If God said we'll survive, we'll survive. And He has already said we'll survive. So why will we be slaves? We won't be slaves to anybody. So I thought I should use this period to let people know the whole thing we are talking about. Most of you don't even understand it. You don't understand it. You don't understand it. But when the election is won, the chairman and the candidate who has emerged are those who will sit down and talk about who takes what goes where. They've already taken who will be Senate President. Which one have they given you? They want to take our vote. So forget about those hungry people who will never be satisfied. You know, there are people that, no matter how they eat, their stomach will protrude like this. They can never be satisfied. Those are the people hanging out in Abuja. They are looking for. As you see them now, they go to somebody's house. Put me in campaign council. What is campaign council? What will he give you? Nothing. So let nobody deceive you and say, must Wike be president? We have freed that area. Nobody's talking about that. We are talking about structure of the country. How it should be. That's why in APC, the presidential candidate from where? South. The chairman from where? Because the presidential candidate must always discuss with the chairman of the party. He must. He must. All over, it has never happened in our party where the chairman of the party and the presidential candidate has come from one place. Because we know the roles of each. So people should forget talking about Wike. This weekend, before you know, you will sleep, you won't wake up again. No, those who are calling Wike, be careful. You may be sleeping tomorrow, they say, no more. Why not do the right thing so you can sleep well and wake up tomorrow? But if you don't do the right thing, you cannot sleep well. And the consequence of not sleeping well, nobody knows. When the Guba candidates came to see me, I said, look, what do you want me to do now? I'm in the party. I will support my people to win the election in River State. We're not going to support another party to win the election here. But can you people who want to be governors, to show that you can be a governor, you see, there are different things. I'm elected as a governor, does not mean I can be a governor of that state. I don't know whether you understand. You can be elected as a governor, but whether you can be governor is a different thing. Somebody can sit as a governor. He doesn't do the work of a governor. But you have been elected, you have been sworn as a governor, but yes, you're not working as a governor. So you have to showcase now. Look, see what is on ground. Tell me the truth. Advise me. Do you want me to accept that the candidate and the party chairman should come from the same zone? I asked them, tell me the truth. They said, look, seriously, you are right. I said, no, I'm not right. Go and tell them. Go and tell them. You know, I don't like people who use Nigerians, and when you have to say, for the interest of Nigeria, I say, who? Who defines the interest of Nigeria? You? You that you refuse to obey even the constitution of your party. You that refuse to obey the constitution, are you speaking for the interest of Nigeria? For you to talk about the interest of Nigeria, start from home. Charity begins. You cannot disobey your own constitution because you claim your majority, and then you come back and tell Nigerians and speaking for your own interest. You're a liar. You're a big liar. What do they do? What can they do to me now? They would then remove me as governor. Remove me if you have the power. I didn't become governor just like that. Everybody knew the struggle. We struggled it. God being on our side. We are here. There's nothing that was not done to make us not to survive. Since 2015, have we not survived? See what we are doing? Because God has always been on our side. So I want to advise you, nobody should be afraid. Because this war, this fight, we will fight it to the end. Justice must be done, not about wicked, but the survival of the People's Democratic Party. Let me invite. Don't worry, you can't tempt me today.